널 기다렸어.
To be that player, will it be Bomber?
It's a good question.
3.
Last time they met, Cure did take the win. And if you remember, it was a game on Frost where Bomber went double Reaper. It didn't pay off. And then the Banshee follow-up just shreked him, and the game ended in like 5 minutes. I think he's looking to avoid that this time.
I had already forgotten about that game, Wolf. Why did you remind me? I don't want to remember that one. But Cure, looking good.
A win here will likely secure his position.
Yeah,
especially because it's an away map. So he is basically on match point. Like when you get 6 wins, unless like certain weird scenarios occur, you're pretty much a shoe-in. And because we will have 3 away wins with this, it's pretty much a done deal. So Jin fans hoping for him to take this one home. Both players on decent score. Hard to say which one will get out of the group at the end of all things, but this match maybe a good indication.
Could be both. So let's go into game number 22 on Dust Towers again right now. We're back here on everybody's favorite map. And down here in the bottom left, in the red, it is Bomber from the Afrika Freaks.
And up here at the top, in blue, it is Cure, the Jin Terran. One of 2. One of the only Jin in the Terran in this group, but the shadow of Maru, his teammate.
That's so sad.
It's so true, though.
The shadow of his younger brother.
Well, there should be more Cure fans, but like often when I say things like this, people go, "Well, you can't say that." I'm like, well, I mean, what?
You can't be honest.
I mean, have you guys ever looked at the record books? You guys ever opened up like, TLPD or Alugalag? That website that I can't pronounce? Have you ever I have it bookmarked. I don't even know how to spell it, but have you ever looked at that website?
Alugalag.
Are you a StarCraft fan? All right.
Do you watch StarCraft?
Do you watch StarCraft?
Then you know.
Yeah. I don't like it when Wolf says those things where he just puts the truth on the line, and I'd rather just he says every player is equal and that they're all the same, and we'll just be surprised when we see the results. By the way, I have to rant about something at the beginning of this TVT. Now wait until the viewers got boosted up a little bit. All right, I get this literally every day, and we talk about this all the time. People are going to be like, oh my god, he's memeing. No, I'm not. This is not a shit post. Okay, this is just real talk. Every day, I get a tweet saying, what's the schedule like? I'm going to be in Korea from X time to Y time. Or even like X time to Y time, then I'm going to be in Japan. I'm going to go then I'm from like Z time to AA time. Like,
he tells you his whole schedule.
Someone sends me a schedule, right? And they're like, what StarCraft is there? Now, I can't, if the schedule isn't released, I'm literally not allowed to tell you. I cannot tell you. It's NDA. If it's not released, I can't tell you. I'm sorry. And if it is released, you can find it. And I can't respond to all of you, okay?
There are a lot of websites that provide that information.
Yes. So please, I mean, I really want to help you guys out, and I do occasionally respond because I'm like, oh god, this poor guy doesn't know. But like, I can't respond to all of you, and if it's released, you can find it. If it's not released, I can't tell you. Please, just...
Yeah. I would assume the majority of those people are guys who are like very casual viewers. They're like, oh, you know, StarCraft, it's in Korea, right? Like, I know Korea is big on StarCraft, so I just want to come on down and, maybe they know about us and send us those tweets.
Yeah, no, I mean, these guys are not bad people, and I'm not even trying to tell them that they're wrong.
Not.
I'm just like saying that if the info's out there, you can definitely find it. And even if you're a casual fan, like, I mean, you're probably not listening to me right now, but if anyone sees these guys looking for schedules and stuff, like, help them out, show them websites like Team Liquid, Liquipedia, even like official websites, which we don't really have too many of in Korea now. But we used to have like big official website schedules. Like, just help bros out. Like, people posting on TL, Reddit, tweeting and stuff, because they should be able to see some StarCraft. I just can't reply to all of you, and I am telling you it's out there. So if I didn't reply to you, it's not because I don't like you. Okay, this is definitely not a good trade for Bomber. He walks into a 2v1 with the Reapers.
Although he should be able to get away. Throwing out a mine. Little grenade there. Just going to back off. We do have the Banshees with the cloak from Bomber this time around.
Yeah, and we'll see if Cure can put the stop to it this time. Bomber's also going for a Cyclone, which is interesting. Well, I guess with the Banshee, he doesn't have a Viking, so he's trying to kind of compromise there with the Cyclone to deal with any drop threats. Cyclone's obviously a better unit at that kind of defense, but it does take away some of your factory production time. And it's not a cheap unit. It makes you make a tech lab and all that stuff. Greedy eBay is coming up from Cure. And if he defends this Banshee, he'll be in great spot because he has 3 CCs as well. This game has started off kind of basic, but let's see if Bomber can find some damage here, because he could turn this game around right now. If he doesn't find it, though, you know, the econ advantage is Cure's.
Yeah, and Cloak about to finish up here. The Banshee, it's out on the map. Okay, there it is. Kind of delaying there just a bit. Going for the units, in fact, instead of any SCVs. He's got a sizable army behind this, too.
Going for the tank, I like this.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to target it with even the Reaper and the Hellion, but he does not get it with those, at least not initially. But the turret finishes, and he will clean this up.
Whoa.
And the question is, was it all worth it? I don't think so.
No way. And these Marines, they don't have stim. He could have actually chased a bit, but not going to overstay. Another Banshee is coming in, and he does know that, I believe.
He's got turrets up, and he's got 3 Vikings, so he should be fine against it as long as he responds like pretty quickly.
Yeah, look at this. Already spotting it.
He can lock it down with 1 scan if he follows it. Okay, he's going to be forced to do so as the tank gets attacked. There you go. Locks it down. Just on the edge there. Perfectly placed scan. Bomber sends out a 3rd Banshee now.
Whoa. This is some Maru level stuff.
Maru, he sends out, is that the 10th Banshee or the 11th Banshee?
Yeah,
I'm not
he'll
sure.
make another one a little bit later on. He'll swap it once and then swap it back to make another Banshee onto that tech lab.
Maru's probably going to start getting Banshee speed in this matchup soon, too.
I wouldn't be surprised. He makes so many. And we're taking a look at the CC as the Banshee's flying around. And Kira, it looks like he's kind of had enough. It looks like he wants to put on some pressure.
And it's like he's getting some damage done here with this one. Flies it away. Okay, this turret is just not up in time, but he has Vikings. They're out of position, though. Very late response from Bomber. It actually stops the turret from finishing.
It's pretty big. There is a decent force here for Bomber, rather.
He just needs to kill those Vikings so he can escape with a tank attack. Oh, not going to happen. Not going to happen.
He could have just boosted away.
I guess he still gets out, but...
Kind of getting greedy there was Kira.
The funny thing is, like, I don't know why I didn't really just think that he could just boost out, but I would have done the same thing he did there. Like, his brain and mine were totally aligned.
You're in sync with Kira.
I was like,
That's
no, we can get.
thing.
I was like, we can get that Viking. We can get that. No, I actually couldn't get it, but it's fine. Factory over here, it's somewhat of an exposed location at the front. It will allow faster rallies of his future siege tanks from that second factory. Bomber also did get a pretty quick, double eBay as well, so he's not that far behind in upgrades, just a few seconds, as you guys will see here at the bottom right of your screen.
I'm not sure if we see usually that second factory added this early on. Okay, Bomber's going to make one of his own. Bomber's made just more barracks early on, once more of those Marines out earlier.
Yeah, it's kind of like a difference in styles, basically. Bomber, just like in the previous set, not versus Cure, but actually versus TY, where he went massive Marines. Remember that? And like, oh, this is some cool micro here. You can actually try to use a medevacs to tank. Oh, not anymore.
Oh, and he's not targeting with his Vikings, so Bomber going to win that trade. He will get 1, but he loses 2 to 3. And just going to boost away with his tanks. He's done a nice little chunk of damage once again. Starts a 4th base.
But remember, Bomber did do some serious work with those mass Marines, and he's going to try to do it again. But that time he was ahead in upgrades, and TY was just doing like godlike things with his siege tanks to fight back. And he didn't end up beating TY, but TY looked very beatable versus that style. With all the barracks done, look at that, 5 reactors about to finish. He can make, I think, 9 Marines at a time. 6 reactors on the way, in fact, now. He's going to be able to make 15 Marines at a time if he has the money for it.
It's a lot of Marines. And he does have that 2-2 on the way faster. Not sure if you mentioned that.
No, I did not, but you're absolutely right.
Coming out here very fast, also getting the +1 to vehicles, which Kier has not committed to at all, even though he had the earlier second factory for more tanks.
Like, he was making 11 Marines at a time. These 2 more reactors finish. Can actually make 15 Marines at a time. Like, if he has money for it and he has the free supply and he wants to, because obviously he has to balance his resources to make tanks and stuff, he's going to have the faster +1. And he has a 4th base coming up. But Kier is going to drop the pressure here into the middle of the main base. Is scouted, though. Tanks are already there. But let's see if Kier finds a window to hit the 4th. They actually can go to the 3rd.
He's just stimming in here. He gets his tanks on the ramp in a really nice spot. Got to take out all of those Marines on the ground. And a simple stim forward should win him the game here, just like that.
Absolutely. That's game over. Doesn't matter how much production Bomber has if he can't use it because half his army is dead. And that's what things, and TBT things can actually be decided by one drop of the main. I sent too many units there, then boom, everything dies in a lightning flash. Kier will win this game. GG.
Kier, he solidifies his spot with that win as well. He's now 6-3. You see he's got a little smirk on his face, feeling happy about this one.
Yep.
Kier is officially qualified.
We got the confirmation.
The word.
Yeah. So now with 6 wins and 3 away losses, can't be defeated. And
this group is becoming a lot more simple, you know? Because
yeah, it really is.
Kier and TY are already out. So there's only one more spot. And who's it going to be? Right now, Bomber's in the best spot, and he's at 4-4, I believe?
Yeah, you're right.
4-4. So there are upsets that can occur if someone wins like 3 in a row, like someone like Sue or maybe Trap. I'm not sure about the exact numbers right now. But right now, it is looking like TY, Kier, Bomber.
Sorry, just looking at this really quick.
Yeah.
It's going to be, yeah, that's the most likely scenario, but it's still possible for Kier and Sue to get out.
Yeah.
Trap and Hush are out, like, there's no way for them to qualify.
Okay.
So it's either...
You picked the perfect day to wear the glasses, by the way.
Yeah, I'm like...
You, like, got your pen, you're doing your notes and stuff. Looks good.
So that's like how the cookie's going to crumble here, but we don't know which player gets out. We're going to take a 10-minute break, though, it looks like, guys, before we get back into that next matchup. It's going to be match number 23. See you then.